Most people assume that intelligence is about knowing more facts, more answers, more information than everyone else. But that's only part of the story. What truly sets intelligent people apart isn't what they've memorized. It's the way they approach life. It's how they think through challenges, how they respond to pressure, and how they see situations that leave others feeling overwhelmed. The good news is that you don't need a photographic memory, perfect grades, or a genius-level IQ to think like a smart person. You simply need to develop the habits that shape the way intelligent people see the world. Today, I'd like to share 5 powerful ways highly intelligent people think differently. These habits aren't complicated, yet most people never learn them. And once you begin practicing them, you'll notice something remarkable. Problems will feel less intimidating. You'll make decisions with greater confidence. And people may even start turning to you for advice. Let's begin with the first habit. Number 1, they don't feel the need to be right. One of the biggest mistakes people make is treating every disagreement like a battle that must be won. The moment someone challenges their opinion, they become defensive. They argue. They raise their voices. They focus on proving the other person wrong. But intelligent people take a very different approach. Instead of fighting, they become curious. They ask sincere questions. Help me understand your perspective. What led you to that conclusion? What experiences shaped the way you see this? Notice the difference. They're not trying to trap someone or score points. They're trying to learn. And something interesting happens when you replace argument with curiosity. People stop putting up walls. They become more open. Real conversations begin. This is a lesson that smart people understand deeply. You cannot force someone to change their mind. But you can help them examine their own thinking. And often that's where real change happens. Number 2, they see beyond the moment. Many people allow a single setback to define them. A poor test score suddenly means they're not smart enough. A rejection feels like proof that they're not good enough. One difficult day convinces them that everything is falling apart. But intelligent people have the ability to zoom out. They don't focus on one event. They look for the larger pattern. A failed test isn't evidence of failure. It's information. Maybe their study strategy needs improvement. Maybe they're exhausted. Maybe they need support in a specific subject. The same applies to rejection. Instead of taking it personally, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? What should I do differently next time? When you step back and see the bigger picture, problems stop looking like dead ends. They start looking like puzzles. And puzzles can be solved. Rather than panicking, smart people ask, what's really happening here? What can I control? What's my next step? Then they move forward. Number 3, they focus on what they can control. This habit alone can transform your life. Many people spend enormous amounts of energy worrying about things completely outside their control. They worry about what others think. They worry about tomorrow's weather. They worry about their boss's mood. They worry about problems that haven't even happened yet. And after all that worrying, nothing changes except their stress level. Intelligent people follow a simpler rule. If they can't control it, they don't give it unnecessary attention. Instead, they focus on what they can influence. They can't control the rain, but they can bring an umbrella. They can't control people's opinions, but they can choose to act with honesty and kindness. They can't control whether they get the job, but they can prepare thoroughly for the interview. This mindset preserves something incredibly valuable: energy. And that energy can be used to solve problems, improve situations, and create real progress. When you stop fighting battles you can't win, you gain the strength to win the ones that matter. Number 4, they understand the power of silence. Many people feel uncomfortable with quiet moments. The second a conversation becomes silent, they rush to fill the gap. They speak without thinking. They respond before they've fully listened. They talk simply because silence feels awkward. But intelligent people see silence differently. They use it as a tool. They pause before speaking. They listen carefully. They allow others to finish their thoughts without interruption. And surprisingly, silence often makes your words more powerful. When you take a moment before answering, people pay closer attention. When you listen deeply, people feel respected and understood. That's why quiet people often appear wiser than loud people. Not because they know more, but because they choose their words with care. Here's a simple challenge. The next time someone asks you a question, pause for 3 seconds before responding. You may be surprised by how much clearer and more thoughtful your answer becomes. Number 5, they pause before they react. This may be the most important habit of all. Most people react instantly. Someone cuts them off in traffic, they become angry. Someone says something rude, they fire back. Something goes wrong, they complain, panic, or give up. But intelligent people create space between the event and their response. When something frustrates them, they take a breath. They ask themselves, is this worth my energy? What's the best response here? How can I handle this wisely? When someone is rude, they don't automatically return the same energy. Instead, they consider the possibility that the other person may be struggling with something they can't see. This isn't weakness. It's strength. The person who remains calm when everyone else becomes emotional has an advantage. The person who thinks before acting makes better decisions. And over time, those better decisions create a better life. So what does all of this mean? It means you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You don't need perfect grades. You don't need a prestigious education. You don't need to know everything. You simply need to think differently. Ask questions instead of arguing. Look for patterns instead of obsessing over isolated problems. Focus on what you can control. Become comfortable with silence. And learn to pause before reacting. Most people will continue arguing, worrying, and reacting without thinking. But if you practice these 5 habits consistently, you'll begin to notice something powerful. You'll see opportunities where others see obstacles. You'll stay calm in situations that overwhelm everyone else. You'll make better decisions because you're responding thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally. And before long, people will notice. They'll wonder how you stay so composed under pressure. They'll ask for your advice. They'll trust your judgment. And the best part is that none of this requires you to be born special. These are skills. They can be learned. They can be practiced. And they can be strengthened every single day. That, more than anything, is what real intelligence looks like. Now I'd like you to do something simple. Don't try to master all 5 habits at once. That's usually where people go wrong. Instead, choose one. Just one. Maybe it's pausing before reacting. Maybe it's learning to ask questions instead of arguing. Whatever you choose, commit to practicing it for the next 7 days. Small changes repeated consistently create lasting transformation. And if you found value in this video, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, I share ideas designed to help you think more clearly, build confidence, and navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom. When you subscribe, you're not just following a channel. You're joining a community of people committed to growth and self-improvement. And if this message resonated with you, leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Which of these 5 habits will you focus on first? I'd genuinely love to hear your answer. Remember, meaningful change doesn't happen overnight. It happens one decision, one habit, and one day at a time. Thank you for spending these moments with me. And I'll see you in the next video.